teachers, you have done beautifully well, and we celebrate you. I pray that the Lord will grant you journey mercies back to your destinations. And as we will be leaving here very soon, Oshelu true, if you can put in your best. But then, there cannot be a leader without a follower. If you are complaining about your leaders not being good, then you also should check yourself. Probably you are a bad follower. Only a bad leaders will have bad followers. Come to politics. The more we have, the merrier it becomes. At negotiation table, I may be restricted to present certain things because I am alone. Then when you come in to join me, and we talk in one voice, we get it done easier, faster, and better. I'm looking forward to seeing you. The gate is open. There's know that in politics, that's what we call loyalty. If you are not loyal, you get out of the race. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me quickly ask some questions before I give our members the opportunity to have maybe like 3 or 4 people. And my question is directed to the Director, Primary Health Care Development Agency. Great nurses, recently we heard of the organogram at the level of PHC. What we even got, few days after, we saw another one. So we are confused. Which one is the real one from the WHO? In terms of the cadres that should head the facilities. Ma'am, on behalf of the entire nurses of Ondo State, how is the organogram of PHC? Because when we know, we will be able to push forward our demand to the government. Thank you, ma'am. Great Nigerian nurses. Great Nigerian nurses. Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. At the PHC level, even though the organogram over the years, there are changes, there are modifications. But as I stand, Ondo State as a case study, at the PHC level, in the LGAs, we have the PHC coordinator or medical officer of health as in charge of the PHC authority. And in the absence of a medical officer of health or a doctor, the most senior nurse will be the head or should be the head of PHC authority in that LGA. I want to play this scenario. Recently, about a few months ago, there was a situation where in 2 LGAs, precisely of LGA and also LGA, there are, changes. And 2 of the apex nurses, please let us clap. All these things are not done just like that. I want to, even though my permanent secretary is not here, Dr. Francis Adegoke Akombiemu, I know he's a man of his words. He loves nurses. And he prioritizes nurses because he knows that nurses can deliver. So 2 nurses were appointed as active PHC coordinators then. Then, in the at the health facility, after the PHC coordinator, we have a deputy PHC coordinator. But over the years, I want primary health care, meaning they are on level 15 and 16. We have young nurses coming, and The highest being level 10, level 10 or level 12. And I want to play this scenario. Walked into my office. He first called and asked me, Mommy, the deputy president of my LGA will soon leave, and I want to appoint the deputy. And I feel, according to him, he said he felt that a nurse be appointed as deputy. Under some condition, what could I have done? Yes. The local government nurses are here, and I'm proud to stand before you. Kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ wà nínú wọn. I can go places because of nurses or because of this profession. Nursing is my life, it's my passion, it's what I wanted to become, it's what God has given me the grace to become. But people that are fighting for, and when there are positions, there are this, there are that, and they are not forthcoming, what will I do? So the government clearly stated that a nurse, okay, let me say, any of health facilities now, because the deputy PH coordinator is supposed to be a nurse. But now, as I'm speaking to you, some LGAs, their deputy PH coordinator are CHO with degree on level 15 or 16. Some are nurses, degree nurses. No, then after the deputy PH corner seat, then there are situations where we now have 2 doctors in an LGA. Before, even when we have 2 doctors in a particular LGA, the former deputy PH coordinator happened to be a nurse, the deputy. But immediately, the other person retired. What I was seeing was that the other doctor was appointed as deputy PAC coordinator. And the APS nurse was appointed as assistant deputy PAC coordinator. Even though the bulk of the work, that nurse is doing the bulk of the work, because you know, we nurses, we are in the health facility, we are on ground, and we know the nitty-gritty of what is happening in PAC. Now, after that, we now have the program officers. The program officers, as of today, we have 19 programs in PACs. And these programs, is either a nurse is in charge of that program or other cadres. But MCH, maternal and child health, throughout the LGA, a nurse is in charge in each LGA. Then school health services, a nurse is in charge in all the LGAs. But other programs, because we have core programs, we have core programs like immunization. The immunization, the true CHO, they said is their own area of primary assignment. And throughout the LG, the ATLG now, all the LIOs are true CHOs. They are CHO degree, with or without degrees. And apart from that, the SIO, the state immunization officer currently, is a CHO with degree. Why it happened is because I don't want to, the chairman has started talking, because you know I will talk. Okay, I skip that. So, other programs, you know, the SMOs can either be, they are health educators, they can be maybe not health educator, CH educator, what do you call them? Àwọn wọléwọlé, EHOs, stroke health educator. So they are the one in charge of social mobilization in each LGU. So, and the same all other programs. So, but I want to implore us, especially the PAC nurses, please, if you are a program officer or a deputy PAC coordinator, try as much as possible to mentor another nurse. Work with another nurse closely so that other cadres will see that that person is your assistant or your deputy. Take that person to your PAC coordinator and let him know, let him introduce that person officially during OIC or during LGA meeting. As I speak, majority of the work persons, they are either CHO or SHOs. And these are the people that the programs of each one rest on their shoulders. So apart from that, now at the health facility level, I remember on our last posting, it almost created, in fact there was confrontation between a doctor and myself. In fact, he had to back out. I said, this is nursing department, I am the director. You cannot say, because you're a director or you are in charge of so thing. I said, whatever I want is what you want. So it causes before we now came to round table and now we solve it. So as of today, because of that gap which I have told you, and because some people, 2021, the nurses that were employed, that were posted to Akoko area, for example, within 2 years, 80% of them found their way back to Akure South, Akure North, Idore, and Ifedore. Ẹjọ́ ṣé fọ́ọ̀tì director tún nìyẹn. They were posted so that they will be able to take charge of that local government to fill the vacancy, so that as they become, as they start to grow in that place, they will be able to, the community will be able to feel their impact. I want to say that nurses in the PACs, we need to nursing activities or position nursing should be central to us more than personal gain or personal life. You can imagine somebody, a nurse I called 2 weeks ago, a deputy PAC coordinator will be retiring next year. And I called this nurse to my office. And I said, you will be the next deputy PAC coordinator. Oh yeah, the sitting deputy should be mentoring her. She agreed. Only to come back the third day and be calling me and started kneeling down. Fear of death, they are apart from that. Because of what our table. Let me say it clearly. The position of deputy PAC coordinator, for example, there is nothing there. Hello? That is the truth. I have passed through all the ranks and files in local government. As a staff of health facility, as an OIC, as a worker person, as a nutrition worker person of the LGA, as assistant deputy PAC coordinator, as deputy PAC coordinator, before I was appointed to the agency, deputy director nursing services, and now as director nursing services. So I passed through all those stages. So I know my people. Many of them, they are very good. They are very good and they are ready to work and they are doing their best. But in terms of living, a lot that is working in a big health facility. Now, I told them that you are moving to Deputy PH Coordinator Portfolio of position. She came back. I told you earlier. She ran back to me the third day and started weeping and kneeling down. That, Mommy, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. We not need to talk to our people so that, Chairman, you have a lot to do. Oh yes, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my bit. The organogram is there, but let our people make themselves available to occupy the position irrespective of the material attraction or money attraction. And I am proud to say here, there was a situation, there was a year, 2 years ago, Ondo West and Okitipupa local governments, the position of the Deputy PH Coordinator was about to be vacant. And some of the senior nurses were called. I want to say, where is she? Stand up. Please, let's clap for this woman. She's a testament. She lives in Akure and she works in the federal and local government. But when that vacancy comes only, we called her and she responded positively. She serves as Deputy PH Coordinator Ondo West Local Government. And the other person is now the present Deputy PH Coordinator of Okitipupa Local Government. Mrs. Oshukiyesi, she's not. But these people want celebrating. Yes. They left their comfort zones and took up the appointments. Thank you. Please have your seat. So, at the PAC level, a lot, the shoes, the CHOs, they are many. They are numerical strength in a government. Up to 80 CHOs with degree or whatever. Now you have maybe 4 nurses. We have some LGA that we have 5 or 4 nurses. Simply because the nurses that we posted there, they came back to the center, that is the 4 LGAs earlier mentioned. So we need to work on ourselves. We need to talk to ourselves. We need to put nursing above our personal gain. This is important. And there are some situations in the past, it's perfect now, that nurses, once they have a program, they will not want to put or bring in another nurse because they don't want the nurse to know how much they are collecting from those programs. Oh yes, we are, as the sitting director, nursing services, OSPCAD, I am trying my best correcting all those ones. Okay. So the PAC now, is either you see a nurse heading the PAC or a SHU or a CHO. So, however, I used to tell my nurses that Psalm 27 verse 1 to 3 says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" Ó ní Olúwa ní agbára ẹ̀mí mi, àyà ta ni yóò fò mí? Ó ní nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn búburú, àwọn ọ̀tá mi àwọn abínúkù mi súnmọ́ mi láti jẹ́ rárá mi, wọ́n kọsẹ̀, wọ́n sì ṣubú. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, PAC nurses, be bold. All of us as nurses, wherever we are, whether federal, state, or local government or PAC, let us be courageous. Let us know what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Please, people with this vehicle should go and repark, please. Lagos SMK 293FP, KTU, that's Lagos 371 FY, LNB 872GH, FFN, that should be Ondo, inform 898AA, and LND 332FX. Thank you, and DNS, I think great nurses. The only thing that I personally pick from everything the DNS said, I will summarize it in Yoruba proverb. They say, "Mi ò lè wá kú." It is left for our nurses at the PhD level. Thank you. Yes, the Director of Nursing Services, I think the next question is to you, ma'am. This morning, somebody still told me that there is nursing program at the level of NSC at Okitipupa. And today, by God's grace, I'm still the NAM chairman of the state. But I don't know anything about the program. To the extent that I don't even know any of the lecturers working in that university, in the Department of Nursing. And I was told this morning, Olusegun Agagu University of Okitipupa, I was told this morning that these students are now on posting as state specialist hospital Okitipupa. All of us passed through nursing training. After the first time you'll be going for clinical, I think it should be ward, not the department. Like somebody for the first time going on clinical posting is being posted to the theater. The first clinical posting, meaning that those people, from my own perspective, training them at Olusegun Agagu University are not nurses. Because if they are nurses, it won't be maybe the theater that should be the first point of posting. DNS, ma, what is happening in Olusegun Agagu University? That's one. Same thing, Akumba is starting nursing. Who are the lecturers in that place? Thank you, ma'am.
Please. You know, for nurses, people are capitalizing on the resources that we have in nursing, and that's why mushroom departments, faculty are springing up. It was day before yesterday that the zonal officer called me that because I am very, very worried. I've been asking, though before I took over, my oga paid a grocery visit for the establishment of Department of Nursing at Olusegun Agagu. And I'm talking to you now. don't have any record with us at the department. I now put call across to one of my students, of my workers at Okitipupa. I told her, go there, go and help me to look at what is happening at Okitipupa. And she got there, she said, ma'am, they don't have any lecturer, that they just have only 2 lecturers. And it's not even only Shaka that go alone. Even Wesley College, Wesley University at Ondo, is the same thing. And the way the matter was, it was 3 days ago that Mr. Oluwapila called me that they are coming to buy record of instruction. And I said, who is their HOD? They have first degree in RN, and now went to read medicine. They don't help you, Olusegun University. And I told him, don't sell for them. Number one, they don't have nurse is training them. The second person, I think they said, is teaching medical biology or something like that. No nurse is training them. And now, they are part 2 going to part 3.
No, you're not telling me.
Nothing cancel problem. Nothing cancel. Who are predicted?
Thank you. You know, people keep on saying nothing cancel problem. Hello. I'm a nurse, and I'm proud to be a nurse. There was an incident at Wesley University when the person who was the HOD then was being challenged. That's Dr. Ilemele. She called me and she said she needs to resign. That what they are doing in Wesley, she can't cope with it. That's a nurse. And she resigned. Please and please, most of us are the one causing problem. They will call us for accreditation. All of us will pack our certificate and go for accreditation in such institution. See, don't let us always condemn council. Council is coming for accreditation. And they will get to the school. What do you have? And you will see our nurses there, presenting certificate that they are working there. Is that the fault of the council? And the council will back you. How many lecturers do you have? They can see 10. They will mark it for them. Suppose they go to the university and they didn't see any nurse. Do you think council will give them accreditation? So these are the things we are telling ourselves. Please and please, on this issue of moving from one school to another, I'm not saying we can't move. There is standard. You can only work in a place as full-time staff and 2 other places as adjuncts. But you see our people working as adjuncts in 5 places. And that's why we are at this level. That is the bitter truth, of which some of us may not want to hear that. Council will get to your school, they will find some people there. You will see some people on the day of accreditation, packing certificate, not because they want to give them maybe 50,000 naira. Now council will approve. We start condemning the council. Please and please. As of today in Ondo State, we are having almost 6 or 7 universities offering nursing, for goodness sake. How many degree or how many master's holders do we have in Ondo State that can cover 7 universities? It's left for us, please and please. Thank you. Yeah, next one.
Anyway,
The chairman has spoken.